Does your cat sense your emotions? When you're sad, truly sad, do they feel it too? Watch their behavior. If your cat does any of this, you'll have your answer. Section 1. Cats. Feeling our feelings? Does your cat feel your feelings? Are they really empaths? To properly understand that, let's first get something out of the way. Cats are mysterious little goofs. These are species that hide in cardboard boxes, chirp at birds, and make biscuits on your thighs with zero explanation. Cats don't wear their hearts on their sleeves like dogs do. And not just because they don't wear sleeves, they seem to just lounge around, blink slowly, and act like tiny but fluffy royalty. But science, yes, actual lab coat science, because there are scientists who specialize in cat shenanigans, says that our gorgeous cat might not be as emotionally aloof as we think. In 2020, a study published in Animal Cognition found that cats can actually integrate visual and auditory signals to recognize human emotions. As part of the study, researchers observed how cats responded to their owners when they expressed different emotions. Turns out when pet parents looked and sounded angry or sad, their cats notably changed their behavior. They became quieter. They moved closer. In some cases, bless them, they straight up looked concerned. Now, to be clear, not every cat did this. Some were like, "You good? Cool, I'll be in the laundry basket." That stereotype of aloofness exists for a reason. No smoke without fire, as it were, or no fur ball without fur. But the point is, more of them defied the stereotype than ascribed to it. And those cats? They seriously tuned into their pet parents. This means that it is very possible your cat's been studying your emotional roller coaster like it's their favorite soap opera, enduring the ride with you. Section 2. The signs your cat might be an emotional empath. So, how do you know if your cat is one of the special ones? A fluffy buddy so bonded with you, they're like a little feline empath. Their vibes adjusting to sync with yours. There are some signs you can keep an eye out for. That's right, for the first time in a while on this channel, it's time for a list within a list. Listception o'clock. 1. They stay unusually close. Let's say you're crying in bed. You're allowed. Life gets too much for all of us from time to time. But then just as the world is getting too much, in your cat enters the room. Do they lurk nearby? No. They plop themselves on you, like a warm, vibrating paperweight. They seemingly saw someone who needed a snug. So gosh darn it, they delivered one. Dr. Kristen Vitale, a behaviorist in all things feline, has studied how cats form attachments to humans. Her work suggests cats can form secure bonds with us that are just as intense as the ones dogs feel. Maybe even human babies. Many of us have had experiences of our cats, seemingly coming to comfort us when we're down. My ginger boy Artemis did this to me not so long ago. Was I feeling sick? And it makes us sound crazy to say our cats can tell we're sad. But according to Dr. Vitale, it's a very real thing. So if your cat turns into a purring barnacle when you're sad, that might be their way of saying, "Hey, I got you." And ain't that just the cutest? Number 2. The paw of comfort. Sometimes our cats are a touch too subtle with how they let us know they can tell we're feeling down, and they've got our back. You're sitting on the couch, a sad playlist of emo tracks on repeat, but then your cat reaches out with one gentle paw. They delicately place it on your arms, chest, or even your cheek, like a tiny therapist or a friend putting their arm around you when you vent to them about something you're going through. Some veterinarians suggest this could be a mix of mirroring behavior and curiosity, but it could also be comfort. After all, cats use their paws to communicate affection, and unlike your roommate, they don't say awkward things like, "Cheer up, it could be worse." They simply pop their paw onto you and let their body language do the talking. Number 3. Strategic purring. But sometimes they'd rather rely on actual talking than body language. And by actual talking, I of course mean purring. We all know cats purr for comfort. But studies suggest purring can reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and promote healing. It's like they have a built-in white noise machine to chill them out. So if your cat hops up and starts purring near your head or heart when you're upset, they might be trying to soothe you. They might be trying to use their inner white noise machine to chill you out. Or maybe they're soothing themselves in the process. Either way, it's adorable and deserves a thank you treat. Or at least I think so, don't you? Number 4. Bringing you gifts. Though sometimes it's not you who gives them a treat, but them who gives you a treat. We all know cats love to give us random gifts from time to time, though of course some of these gifts are horrifying. A limp toy mouse? Fine. A real mouse? Less fine. Half of a bird? Absolutely not. Cannot stress enough how much a murdered bird is not on my Christmas list. But in cat logic, this is high praise. Some animal behaviorists believe cats bring us gifts to share their hunting success. That's something I've talked about a lot on this channel. But something I don't really think about until now is that one of the reasons why they might want to share their hunt with us is for the very same reason you might buy a friend of yours who is feeling a little down a quick drink or take them out for dinner. It's kind of their way of saying, hey, you seem like you're struggling. I killed this fuzzy thing for you. Feel better. It's weird, it's morbid, but hey, it's peak cat, and they're trying. Number 5. Sudden changes in vocalization. You might have a cat who is normally rather chatty, and hey, that's great. But what if they are rather quiet all of a sudden? How about if things go the other way? What if your normally silent floof becomes a rather dramatic meower out of the blue, following you like a feline opera singer? What gives? Some vets say changes in vocal behavior in either direction can be a response to human emotional shifts. Think of it as emotional feedback. Your cat may sense your vibes are off and is reacting accordingly. Maybe to comfort you, or maybe because they feel unsettled by your distress. Either way, they're judging you, albeit lovingly. To be honest, a good rule of thumb in general is to spot when their habits change, as it normally means something is going down. Section 3. The Science and Limits of Cat Empathy. With the list within a list out the way, it's important to pivot back to what we said about not all cats are empaths. Some will glance at your emotional meltdown, blink slowly, and continue licking their butt. That doesn't mean they don't care. It might just mean they're showing love differently. Or, they're a cat. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. The 2020 study I mentioned earlier, it's all circling back, showed that cats can recognize and respond to human emotions. But it also showed variations. Some cats tuned in and some tuned out. Cats, like people, have personalities. And just like your cousin who hugs everyone versus your other cousin who avoids eye contact, cats fall on a vast spectrum of emotional intelligence. The vet, Dr. Gary Weitzman, worded in a way I rather liked. It's quota clock. Cats may be more in tune with us than we give them credit for, but they are not mind readers. They are readers of behavior. So if your cat comforts you, it's probably not because they understand the depths of human sorrow. It's more like, huh? You're acting different. Here's a toy mouse and some kneading. Still, that's pretty amazing. Not quite up there with the way some dogs comfort their pet parents, but certainly more love than a goldfish would offer. Section number 4. Humans plus cats is equal to emotional tag. If you're watching this, you're probably a cat person, or at least a person currently owned by a cat. Yes, that's the way round it works. And if that's the case, you already know this. Cats may not wear their hearts on their sleeves, but they show affection in quirky, hilarious, and sometimes heartbreaking, adorably goofy, tender ways. That paw on your leg, that purr when you're crying, that weird chirp they make when you sniffle. Maybe it doesn't mean they fully understand what you're feeling, but maybe, just maybe, it means they're there for you in their own fuzzy cat-like way. And honestly, in a world full of chaos, is there anything better than emotional support from a cat in whatever form it takes? But sadness isn't the full story. There's one sign that tells you, without a doubt, your cat is actually happy. It's right here.